Okay, you're recording?
Yeah.
18. So, all right, I think when it comes to competition anxiety, I mean, everyone's totally different in how they choose to behave and act in a competition setting. Everyone's different. What works for Anna won't work for me, won't work for you, won't work for, I was going to say Mo. He's not throwing. But, you know, like, everyone is different. So, like, what do you normally do?
Yeah, I think one thing that took me a long time, but it was like, Coach was basically like, especially it was at Worlds last year, he's like, I was like, this is scary because there's so many people watching and stuff, and he said,
First
well,
Worlds
like,
final too.
but he was like, take the opportunity to show people what you can do and have fun with it, because how often do you get to actually compete, right? So it's like, when you go to competition, it's like you don't get to do that very often, right? So it's like you're showing people off what you can do, and it's more just like, I'm just going to do me, and I'm going to show people what I've been working on and what I've been doing, and that way I kind of switch my mindset from this is terrifying, what if I mess up, what if I do this, to like, hey, like I can take these opportunities to show people what I can do, and that helped me a lot, because it's then I'm not thinking about what if I mess up or what if I do that, I'm just like taking the opportunity and embracing the experience. Does that make sense? So that helped me a lot, I guess. Also, I don't care about, sorry,
Half American.
I don't really care about other people at meets. Like, I know that sounds kind of mean, but like the more you start to care less about like who you're competing with and stuff like that, the more I did better, because I'm just, you know, focused on me, and also I just go take a throw. I don't think too much about making sure it's correct or anything like that. You just go and take a throw, and if your technique is just going to hold up if it's ingrained in you, if that makes sense. So it's like, if you do the same thing enough times, you're just going to take a throw, and your throw is going to be automatic, basically. Does that make sense?
Consistency. That's where it comes in.
Yeah. What about you?
I am a very anxious competitor. I have a lot of stress and pressure and anxiety, and I basically realized that trying to diminish or get rid of or reduce those feelings only hinders me instead of helps me. I've instead used it almost as like a power source. So like, I know those feelings aren't going to go away, and if anything, if I'm not feeling anxious when I throw, that's when I get nervous. You know, if I'm like too calm.
So if you're calm, you get nervous, but if you're not nervous, you're anxious. If you're anxious, you're not nervous, but if you're not anxious, you're nervous.
I can't be calm when I cannot be calm. So I think a lot of the excitement and all those things, like, that's normal to have, and being able to utilize that and have it like motivate you instead of like hold you back it's literally been one of the biggest things that's helped me, I think, in my own throwing career. Just because when I was younger, I used to calm down too much, and I used to get too stressed. It's basically just about finding the balance that works best for you. So for me, I know those feelings are going to be there no matter what. So being able to work with them as opposed to fighting them, being beholden to them, I think will always work best for me.
Also, the last thing I would say as well is that anxiety isn't always anxiety. Like, it's the same feeling, but it's like anxiety and excitement are very, very similar. So it's like when you feel anxious, you're like, okay, like, am I actually terrified, or is this kind of just a feeling of excitement, of like adrenaline because you're like competing? So like, often if you can like be like, oh, I have this feeling, but actually this could be excitement rather than the anxiety, that can help shift your mindset as well.